Once you actually go through the manual, it's pretty straightforward. All the features are easily visible. It has a temperature range from about 32 degrees up to 100.
Hey, what's up? Barnaby here. So you want to know more about the Johnson Laser Measurer? Well, what I can tell you about it is that it has a range of 230 feet. The accuracy is plus or minus a 1/16 of an inch up to 230 feet, and it's got a 20 measurement memory. But what we like to do with tools like this is put them into the hands of real people like Lane. And Lane, what I want to talk to you about, since you used this out in the field for a couple of weeks, is the performance, the design, the quality, and the value. And so when I pulled into the parking lot, I saw your truck. It said Lane Co. What's that all about?
Lane Co. Services, we're a general contracting company, so we do a lot of residential remodeling, and we do some work in the film industry as well.
Okay, so what did you use this for specifically in your test?
We were specifically measuring a basement remodel, so ceilings, walls, drywall, insulation, a lot of square footage, mostly indoor stuff, but some outdoor siding as well.
Had you used a laser measurer before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so it'll be interesting to get your take on this one. How did it perform?
It performs really well. It's got quite a few features that come in handy. It can do square footage, area, cubic volume for excavation, and it's got a Pythagoras, which allows you to take measurements from multiple angles, which gives you basically a height and a distance without actually having to get your tape measure out.
So, well, you know, it sounds like a whole bunch of manual reading to get up to
some
speed
manual
on that,
reading,
right?
you bet.
Yeah?
So.
Is it complicated to use?
Not very. Once you actually go through the manual, it's pretty straightforward. All the features are easily visible. It's pretty straightforward to use. Okay,
well, let's talk about the conditions that you used it under, because it is a red dot laser. It's got a range of 230 feet. Could it read it accurately at 230?
Indoors, yes it does. It's very easy to see. Once you take it outdoors, the visibility goes down quite a bit, so that requires a second person with a note card or something where you can visibly see the laser. But from an indoor standpoint, it works pretty nice.
Okay, well here we are in the throes of winter in West Michigan. How did it perform outside?
Outside, it has a temperature range from about 32 degrees up to 100, and we were actually in about 18, 20 degrees. So it actually slowed down the function of it, made it a little bit harder to see. So upon further investigation, it turns out that this is more of an indoor tool than perhaps an outdoor tool. But as far as if you're using under normal conditions in the summertime, it probably works just fine.
Okay, let's talk about the design, because it's you know, about the size of a TV remote. They got a bunch of buttons crammed in there. Is it easily usable?
Yeah, it's got a nice, you can change it from a very visible green LED to just a normal screen. Changes easily from square footage to cubic volume. And then what I like again is this Pythagoras button that allows me to measure a wall taking various points from a triangle standpoint.
So what about the design? It's are you fearful of its longevity there?
Yes, this is a laser tool, and like anything, you really need to treat it. It's a sensitive piece of equipment. If you start banging it around, dropping it, it's going to get damaged and it's not going to work properly. It's going to come out of calibration. So you really do need to treat this carefully, keep it in the case. It's not something that you're just going to want to bang around and throw in the truck.
Okay, so the quality, you would say?
The quality is good, but these are delicate instruments. Right. I feel like if you start throwing it around, you're probably going to trash it out pretty quick.
Like anything electronic,
yeah.
Right? So let's talk about then the equation at the end of it. There's not a button for this equation, by the way, and that is when we add the performance, design, quality, we get to a value, right? Is it worth the money you're going to spend? Is it going to save you enough time on the job site, make your life that much easier?
Well, if you're an estimator and you've got multiple projects or you've got multiple jobs that you need to estimate, then yes, it will. This is a really time saver. Guys that are out there taking their tape measure, maybe goes 25, 30 feet, where this goes up to 230 feet. So if I've got a big indoor area and I've got to figure out, you know, how much drywall do we need, how much insulation, it really is a time saver.
Okay, excellent insight into the distance laser measurer, and that's why you came to toolselect.com, right? It's all about the real stats from real people like Lane, making it real easy to figure out which tool is the right one for the job. And here's something for you, a little homework, okay? Now that you're on toolselect.com, do this for us. Become a member. Share your information about tools you're familiar with that you've used so we can all benefit from your knowledge, because we're all in this together at toolselect.com.